story of Apocalypto unfolds within the Mayan civilization, one of the most sophisticated cultures of the pre-Columbian Americas. The Maya were renowned for their advances in mathematics, astronomy, architecture, and the creation of one of the most accurate ancient calendar systems.
However, the timeline presented in the movie raises a significant issue. The film depicts the arrival of Spanish conquistadors, a momentous event that occurred during the early 16th century. Yet, Apocalypto blends this with elements from the classic Mayan period, which peaked centuries earlier, between 250 and 900 AD. This dramatic compression of timeframes, while effective for storytelling, creates a misleading narrative about Mayan decline. The film explores the decline of Mayan civilization, blending classic and post-classic periods, blending historical accuracy with fiction, presenting a society on the brink of collapse. In reality, the Maya experienced a gradual decline due to internal factors such as political instability, warfare, and environmental challenges long before European contact. One of the most memorable and debated elements of Apocalypto is its visceral portrayal of Mayan rituals, particularly human sacrifice. These scenes dominate the middle of the film, depicting priests cutting out hearts and decapitating victims in front of massive crowds. But how accurate is this portrayal? Mayan spirituality was firmly ingrained in their worldview. They considered themselves as part of a cosmic cycle where reciprocal devotion kept humans and gods in balance. Grand and intimate rituals were important to their civilization, expressing a deep grasp of nature and the supernatural. Historically, human sacrifice did exist within Mayan society, but it wasn't the constant, large-scale spectacle seen in the movie. Mayan rituals often involved smaller, more symbolic offerings to maintain cosmic balance. For example, bloodletting, a deeply personal and spiritual act, was a common practice where people would draw their own blood to honor the gods. The large-scale sacrifices shown in Apocalypto are more reflective of Aztec practices, particularly those dedicated to the sun god Huitzilopochtli. The conflation of these practices with Mayan culture simplifies and sensationalizes the role of ritual in indigenous societies, perpetuating a savage stereotype that has been used to justify colonial narratives. But why does the film emphasize violence? For dramatic effect. The intense brutality heightens the stakes for Jaguar Paw, making his escape feel more urgent and heroic. However, it also risks overshadowing the rich spiritual and intellectual dimensions of Mayan rituals, reducing them to mere barbarism in the eyes of viewers. Understanding the artistic choices behind Apocalypto requires us to look beyond historical accuracy and focus on the message Mel Gibson aimed to convey. According to Gibson, Apocalypto is an allegory, a story about the collapse of civilizations rather than a faithful retelling of Mayan history. By portraying the Maya as a society consumed by violence, greed, and moral decay, Gibson draws parallels to other civilizations that have faced decline, including the Roman Empire and, arguably, our modern world. The arrival of the Spanish at the end of the film serves as a narrative device, symbolizing an even greater external force that dwarfs internal strife. In conclusion, Apocalypto is a powerful cinematic experience, but a flawed historical representation. Mel Gibson's creative liberties serve a broader narrative of societal collapse, but distort the complexities of Mayan culture. As viewers, it's essential to appreciate the artistry of the film while seeking deeper historical truths beyond the screen. History is not just a story of the past, it shapes how we see ourselves and others in the present.